Alright, I know it's been a while since I uploaded something good. I haven't honestly been working on anything. It's been one of those months for me where I don't really do anything. Hopefully, the next proper edited video will be out for Halloween for Ghost Trick. But yeah, right now we've got more important things to talk about, which is preseason PB preview. The PB preseason is way up, but we got all these patch notes to go through. Yay! And as a bronze player who's usually silver and is climbing into silver at the end of the season because he hasn't played ranked at all this season, I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Probably not as valuable as high elo players, but it's something at least. We don't need all this fancy shit. Alright, dragons. I hope you don't mind if I just eat between this because I'm filming this around the usually time I have breakfast, so got some of that ASMR. So Kim take Drake. So the stand buff is grants bonuses against enemies with more current health than you, up to 5% increase per in damage per stack. So what if you're lucky you get full one that's 20%, but realistically you're probably gonna be getting 15 to 10% per stack. I mean, still, uh, so more current health. It's not max health, it's current health. So this is supposed to be like, hey, you're doing a trade against a high damage champion. I guess this helps you close the gap a bit more. And 5% doesn't seem a lot, but yeah, again, this is League where percentage is usually the difference between absolutely broken and absolutely useless. So 5% is probably a fair place to start, but wouldn't I wouldn't put it past right to nerf it. The one I'm more interested in is not Dragon Soul. We all know what the Dragon Soul does anyway. The terrain! Yay! Ugh, I don't like how the camouflage zones cannot be revealed by regular vision wards. This will just push people more to have control wards on them. So we're going to probably be seeing a more control ward focused meta moving forward. Which, I mean, is very normal and high elo, but low elo play? I don't think a lot of people buy control wards or are willing to put down more control wards. The guy just put it in their one spot and just leave it there. They don't really move around with their control wards. So, God, this is gonna be a pain to play with in low elo. I'm not looking forward to um the I need to tank Chemtech Dragon buffs coming in. Hextech Drake. This one's a little more interesting, honestly. So, go on stack speed and ability haste. So this means it's good on 80. Well, it's mainly going to be an ADC buff, really. I mean, attack speed and ability haste, so that's good on spellcasting ADCs immediately. Ability haste just generally benefits everyone else, but it's mainly going to be probably more of a thing for It'll come to me. Spellcasting ADCs. Holy shit! I should not be doing this in the morning. So it's 5 ability haste and 5% attack speed per stack. Not that big, honestly. I mean, 5 ability haste is not that much, actually. Not really. I think that's like probably a couple seconds shaved off on a like probably like 2 to 3 seconds shaved off of like a normal ult cooldown. So let's say Gallia ult. 5% attack speed per stat. I mean, 5% is not that much, but I don't play enough champions that utilize attack speed to know if that's going to be a big enough change or not. Dragon Soul, if you watch the preseason video, you know what that does. What I'm more interested in is just learning more about the gates, the Hextech gates. So, a pair of Hextech gates will appear across the map, which allow champions to quickly travel from one location to a paired counterpart. Hextech gates are activated with a brief channel that can be interrupted by stuns or damage. Okay, that's good. Before rapidly transporting a player across the map. Okay, so you can interrupt it. I think that's very good, just so it's not a get out free jail card. But yeah, I don't know. I'm worried this will also just open up the ability to just enable more aggressive roaming, maybe even safer roaming. But yeah, again, you could probably counter the fact that this is a bit more safer by just warding the gates, so you know who's using the gates and that. Objective bounties. Objective bounties activate only when a da da da. We know what this is, so let's move to the more important part. Objective bounties are calculated based on four factors: XP lead, gold lead, dragon lead, and turret lead. The base amounts of additional gold gained taking an objective with an active bounty are as follows: Baron Elder 500, Dragon Rift at 500, Outer Turrets are 250, and Inner and Base are 400. That's a lot of gold, but I can't remember if bounties are split among the participants or not. I mean, it seems a lot to get 500 gold per person, so something tells me this will be split down in half. It will be split across the people who help it out. So yeah, and then of course, as the losing team falls further, the base amounts can be increased up to additional 60% for obviously the losing team. Oh, there it says right there, it's split amongst the teammate. Cool. So yeah, so what? That's like 100 gold per person. That's. Give me a second. Let me do this maths. So there's 5 people per team. That's 75 gold per person for this one for our turret, and then 400 gold is 80 per person. Yeah, that's 80 per person. So yeah, and then it additionally increased by 60%. So what? So what? That gets increased. I can't do maths. My brain hurts. Um, Addictive entities have a 15-second warning period when coming online and a 15-second lingering duration when falling off. This time can be extended if the losing team remains in combat with an active objective bounty. Wait, what do you mean it has a 15-second warning period on coming online? Does it mean it's like a timed event? If that's the case, I'm not gonna like this as yet again a low elo player because I even think this is gonna be shitty solo queue. Because, like, pro play, okay, cool, that could be interesting. I think the problem here is the fact that it's very kind of hard to coordinate people to go and work together on an objective in solo queue. That's something you probably know as a jungler, which is why in low elo people tend to prioritize either champions that have really fast clear speeds against objectives or champions that can just heavily gank and just get a really hyper carry lead. But holy shit, this is not going to be fun trying to organize if it's like a timed event thing. I do like that it is extended for the losing team, so that does mean the losing team does have an increased chance of cashing in the bounty compared to a winning team, which would mean they would have to speedrun it, and the losing team could delay them claiming the bounty by wasting their time with frivolous team fights, which again, not really expecting low elo players to do. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, so new mythics. Crown of the Queen. That's actually pretty good stats. 20 ability haste. So yeah, this is gonna be This is gonna build off of Lost Chapter. This is a Lost Chapter build. You are safeguarded, reducing incoming damage for 50%. Safeguard persists for 1.5 seconds after taking champion damage. 1.5 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but is a lot in lead time because that's usually enough time to do a full combo. So yeah, that does reduce a whole combo coming in. While safeguarded, gain 140 ability power per level. Reasonable. So reasonably, it will start at 10 probably at level 1. yeah, no one probably builds this item at level 1. So let's say, if you're lucky, you build this item level 6, level 7. Trying to calculate how much that would scale into. I think that would be probably enough to put it around 18 to 20 then. To regain safeguard, oh, regain safeguard if you haven't taken champion damage for 40 seconds. That's good actually, yeah. So this means you can't really, you have to kind of play it safe after you procced it, or, or you won't be getting it back, which is a bit like how Mauser's passive works. I like that. That's a good way of balancing it, just so you just don't comes up just like that. Kind of a bit like a spell shield. You actually have to waste time and play even more safe. That's reasonable. Mythic passive 1% movement speed and 50 health, and that of course means you're probably going to stack up to 5 times. That's realistically 5% movement speed and an extra 250 health. I don't really see the point of that one. I mean, movement speed, what, is that supposed to help you get away from them faster? If so, I don't think 1% is going to be a very big influencing factor, even when fully stacked to 5%. And, well, health, minuscule, but yeah, again, more health is always good. So Everchild, this is the new tank item. Tank support item. Interesting in its gold cost. It only has 200 health and then 20 ability haste. So presumably you're gonna be only be building Kindle Gem from this, and then it has 30. So Kindle Gem and Aegis is my guess for the build path for this one. Repentance, after immobilizing champions or being immobilized, cause the target and all nearby enemies to repent, increasing damage taken by 12% for 5 seconds. Holy fucking shit. I like this one. So let's see, that's a Leon item. That's a Vel item. That's amazingly good on Braum. Even better when you go calculate its mythic passive, which grants other legendary items 5 armor, and magic resist. So it does help you incentivize building tank by giving you more tank stats. And Braum and Leona do massively benefit from getting tank stats actually, because of how their W's work. And then this is really gonna be heavy CC tanks. Like, okay, maybe not Hook champions. Actually, maybe Hook champions. No, actually, no. When I think about it, not no. Pike wouldn't build it to begin with. But like heavy CC tank jungle like supports, which is all of them are going to be building this. This is not really going to be. It could be played on like other tanks, but I think this is more going to be a support tank item. Although I am worried about this item being used on non-support tanks. But I think this is really good. It just allows you to be a lot more aggressive on enabling champions like, yet again, Leona and Norless. Maybe not so much Balm, but Balm is... I think Balm can still benefit from this item compared to Lock of the Iron Solari. For Skullnet, I already had a look at this. This is interesting. Stats look relatively unchanged from what I noticed. Same with the Mythic passive. What matters in this case is the new unique passive it has. So, Snowbind. Tax create a frost field of 100 doses for 1.5 seconds and deals magic damage to all enemies in an area. Enemies move across the field are slowed. So, the move the extra damage you get from hitting some of this passive from the one target to an AoE. And then they kept it slow. I'm curious if the area still scales with health. Because I don't know, either way you put it, I don't like the idea of giving champions on hit AoE on their basic attacks. Yeah, again, kind of depends on the cooldown. But yeah, I'm cautious about this one. And then we got the new Turbo Chem tank, because I don't want to acknowledge that Snowbind anymore. It has the same active, it has a new passive, so it doesn't have Immolate anymore, which means you can't build this on Sunfire. You can't build Barmies. Jesus Christ, I'm horrible at remembering shit right now. Barmies. You can't build Barmies on this. But it looks like, as an alternative, it's going to be giving you a sort of Deadman Plate sort of effect. So refill moving or dealing damage. Oh, never mind. It's not Deadman Plate. Jesus Christ, it's a static shift-like effect. Fills up the can take 100 stacks to your next basic attack. Deals 100 damage to all nearby enemies. AoE again. Increased by 25% against minions and 175 against strong monsters. So, holy fucking shit! Alright, between Frostfire and Turbo Tank, this is gonna not be a fun meta for if you don't like tanks. Holy shit. Oh my god. And he gives ability haste and health. Okay, it used to just give ability haste, now it's just ability haste and health. Makes it more tanky, but still, Jesus Christ. Winter's Approach, this is the new mana tank item they were talking about. I was keeping an eye on this because I was like, finally, a item I can probably build on Lissandra. Okay, I'll admit that was stupid to even begin with, but yeah. So, it gives mana, health, and it converts your 8% your mana into bonus health. And then for this, you just need to strike a target with ability or attack to consume a charge and gain 3 mana. What it upgrades into is more important, so again, you get that 8%. And then Everlasting. Immobilizing or slowing, melee only. Probably put there so you can't play tankies. Thank fucking god. An enemy champion consumes 3% of the current mana and grants a shield for 3 seconds, absorbing damage. The shield is increased by 8% if there's more than one enemy nearby. Singe is like the only tank I can imagine building this. I don't think there's any other tanks in this game that has mana issues. No, this is a Singe item. Yeah, that's it. That's a Singe item. Holy shit. And Axiom Mark. New Assassin item. This is the one they were talking about. That resets all. Whenever a champion dies within 3 seconds of having damaged them, refund 25% of the ultimate ability total cooldown. I don't like that. I mean, 25% is like a quarter of your cooldown. That's a lot of cooldown. And it's already giving you an extra 25% ability haste on top of that. If this said, if you killed them, I think that would be more balanced. But in this case, an assassin just needs to contribute to a fight. And then just vacating the kill, like, the benefits of their opponents being killed by the enemy. No, by their enemy, by their teammates. I don't like this item at all. I mean, I'm a mage player. I don't like assassins to begin with. I do not need more reasons to see assassins in my games. At least Fizz can't build it, but holy shit, Zed Karina. Zed Karina Talon. Kiana. I don't even think of 4 fucking assassins right now. Kane? No, Kane's too busy going. No, actually, Kane could build it if he's going blue. Either way, it's fucking stupid. I don't like it. Shadow Flame. This is supposed to be the magic counterpart to Serpent's Fang, and I think we'll be seeing this card more often over Serpent's Fang. Thing is, this doesn't reduce shield given. It just so it's not really helpful as a team item. It's more of a what's the best way to put it? Egotistical item, yeah. It's more of an ego item because it only gives you Magic Pen. And then you gain max penetration if the target is recently infected. So it's a good generic item, and then it gets more value if they have a team comp that wants to spam shields, which is actually quite useful. I like that. I like that. Cosmic Drive. I do not like the new changes. I'm gonna be frank. So it gives now 30% ability haste at base and 5% move speed at base. But then they gave a phase rush like passive. So after damaging champions with 3 separate attacks or spells, gain 30% movement speed, decaying to 15%, and 40 ability power until leaving combat. So you lose some of, I think the best way to put it is utility. Yeah, because thing is, as a mouse player, I really like building Cosmic Drive because it just gave me more cooldown and BDA is building it second. Now it kind of just feels like I only can see this being used on champions that, well, mages that want to move around a lot. So yeah, again, Singe, but I don't think there won't be enough room for on Singe's build path to make use of this. Lilia is obviously one because she's whole entire gimmick is kind of just kiting with abilities, so I could definitely see this on Lilia. Can't think of any other mages that can benefit from this, or AP assassins. Actually, maybe Diana and Fizz. Yeah, Diana and Fizz. This, yeah, brain not really working right now, but yeah. Horizon Focus looks like nothing really changed. Is that it now includes slows. It didn't include slows before? Huh, well, it includes slows now. And also works with Arli's Crystal Scepter. Win in my book. Demonic Embrace. So it is that changed to slash some bait. See, I'm presuming 2 is the melee, and then 1.25% is the ranged. If that was a thing on Demonic Embrace, I don't know. And then convert 2% of your bonus health into Beady Bow. You know, I like the old Demonic Base because it gave you tank stats for doing your job, which means you had more survivability. I don't think people who built Demonic Base want to do more fucking damage. I think they would just want to build Leandres at that point. But see if at the burn stacks with Leandres, that's not going to stop people, is it? That's, yeah, no. Serap's Embrace. Restores health? We mean restores health. What? Restores health equal to 40% of the mana spent, up to 25 to 50 plus. Why does it restore health now? Why? What the? Okay, so we're giving Singe two options. Oh, okay. He can either build tank, or he can build fucking fucking health recovery. I don't like these changes anymore. I don't like them. Force of Nature. I've already read this one, so I'll be quick. Pretty much taking magic damage from any champions grant a second stay fast, so it's not magic damage anymore, is it? No, it's just generic. Max 6. Any immobilizing effects grant 2 additional stacks. Oh, so remove the fact that Steve that you can stack magic resist and movement speed on this. So now you just gain at 6 stacks you take 60% reduced magic damage and 10% increased movement speed. So it takes a little bit longer to stack, but I think you're going to be getting more value out of this in the long run. Because reduced is better than just giving you straight up magic resist in this, in my opinion. And then 10% increased movement speed just helps you get out of dodge. Yet again, probably just a Singe item. But it's going to be great against Singe and Teemo, those pieces of shit. Oh, I hope this is over soon. Knight's Vow. We all know what its active is. Sacrifice while your worthy allies nearby. Reject 10% of the damage. Nothing really changed. I think the base stats just got changed around for this one. Because this just looks like what it just used to do. I don't really see a difference. Abyssal Mask. Unmake Cursed near. also unmake cursed nearby enemies, reducing their magic resist. For each cursed enemy, gain 7 magic resist. That's actually alright. I mean, okay, so you gain less magic resist in the long run. But this is definitely more designed for, again, tanks. Well, ideally tanks that want to get real deep into a team fight, so Leona, Amumu, Tank Jarvan, if you're building Tank Jarvan. Poppy? Poppy plays more of a back role. So V, this is more of a, you want to go in sort of tank and just spread around general chaos and all that. That's alright in my opinion. Okay, runes. Cool. Lethal Tempo. Gain attack for 6 seconds when striking at least one enemy champion with each attack. This effect stacks up to 6 times. While this effect is at its cap, also gain attack range and increase the attack speed cap of 3.0. I believe this also refreshes. I've seen some people talk about this. I do like this, because for me, before Lethal Tempo and Hero Blaze didn't really felt disquisitional? I can't say it. Different enough. There you go. Before it felt like it wasn't different enough to justify the two things. So this really does help it separate it. So Lethal Tempo is more going to be moving to being a sustain, like over time damage run, while Hail of Blades is going to be more for bursty, quick attack champions like Vi. Yeah, my brain is not working today. Shit. Anyway, Glacial Augment. I do not like this new change. Immobilizing an enemy will cause 3 glacial rays to emanate from them towards you and other nearby champions, creating frozen zones for a few seconds that slow for 40% and reduce their damage for 15% against your allies, not including yourself. Please make that melee only. I do not want to see a Glacial Augment Center hit me with this shit. Anyway. First strike, damaging an enemy champion with an attack or ability before they do so grants 5 gold and first strike for 3 seconds, causing your attacks and abilities to deal 12 extra damage against champions and granting 170% of the range units of that damage dealt as gold. I had a big long think about this one. Because, yet again, I saw people talking about this earlier. I'm literally just going to open up my Discord just to read what I wrote for this a little bit earlier. Where is it? I had this conversation with Tim. Right, so, I know a lot of people are talking about this being kleptomancy-esque. But, yeah, I like how it's, I'm presuming it's going to be balanced around the fact it's every combat engagement, seeing how it's worded. So yeah, again, it's not going to be as retarded as Kleptomancy, because yeah, again, Kleptomancy was a lot more loaded, especially because it gave you other shit than just gold. But in this case, but you know how you balance this? You put it in the inspiration tree as a secondary rune. Not as a key rune, a secondary rune. Because the thing is, this is a utility-like rune. So the people who want to make use of it, well, it should go in the utility tree first. And then champions who want to make use of it, like Zara, Lux, Morgana, they're going to be giving up their damage for utility. So they won't be able to have those damage-enabling runes, or sustain-esque runes, that they would probably take from taking domination or precision trees. So I think that's a good way to balance it. Don't make it a key rune, because I don't think it has enough value as a key rune. It doesn't really augment a playstyle enough, in my opinion. But it does have some interesting implications, in my opinion. Like, I mean, the plants are going to be proccing this. Any pets are going to be proccing this. So, you know, turrets, Zara plants. Yeah, suddenly they're annoying. The biggest abusers of this rune I can see are the ones that utilize traps, though. So mainly Shaco and Teemo. Yeah, just imagine walking into a Teemo room, not only getting nearly burned to death, and then always going, fuck, I gave the Teemo 3 fucking gold. Yay! It's not gonna be fun. And the last change, this scuttle. Pretty much they just want to reduce the importance of it. So yeah, first scuttle is gonna have less health, less. That's a massive reduced XP. Jesus Christ, and has been slightly reduced in size. That's a good way to deal with the Rift Scuttle meta and high elo and how high priority it is. Well, at least to begin with. Yeah, I still think there's gonna be Rift Scuttle fights going into later, but at least during the early game, it won't be as much as a problem. Overall, somewhat worrisome. There's a lot of weird shit in here, but that's what preseason is for. Preseason is for when you want to do weird fucking shit, because it doesn't affect the meta, because no one's playing ranked. So hopefully all this shit will be sorted out moving forward. But I do like how this is somewhat more tamer than previous season, when we all knew it was going to be tamer than previous seasons, but this is a lot more tamer, and I do like it. They're not trying to do anything too over the top. It's just realistically, it's just adding two new drakes to change up the gameplay, which is alright, but I do want to see Riot being active and trying to make sure these aren't too annoying. And then ejected bounties are a bit worrying because, yet again, it's a sign of the game power creeping to be too fast. But yeah, and then the new items, it's a bit hard with some of my thoughts there. Anyway, thanks for tuning in for this video. I should probably go work on the Ghost Trick video today, getting all those assets ready. But I do have other shit I need to do, which does not include doing Fate gaming with the boys, because I recently got into the Fate/Dominate card game. So I should start recording those sessions if I get permission, so I can just upload them, because they're kind of fun. I like doing Fate. I've been doing it for the last 2 days now, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. All the homebrew stuff is actually quite fun. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm just gonna end this here. Thanks for tuning in. Go check out my other shit if you're new to the channel. I do make more well-organized content. So, yeah. And I'll see you guys next time for the Ghost Trick video.